Rockingham Speedway for the iCar Season Number 1 race in Rockingham, North Carolina. So the warm-up session has just concluded. This is the second to last iCar race of Season Number 1. And cars are on track here for the warm-up. It is now over. This is the first time any NASCAR iRacing FedEx League affiliated series has visited Rockingham Speedway. And we get ready to go for tonight. Payson Lindsay leads in practice. So qualifying coming up next. You got 5 minutes to do it. I believe it's only a lap tonight. So as we welcome you live to Rockingham Speedway. So of course you got the iCar race tonight, the Xfinity Series tomorrow, and then the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series Season Number 4 All-Star Race from Rockingham, North Carolina on Thursday night. As here's that 33 Colino. Okay, we can't talk tonight. Colino down the front straightaway, and he's going to be heading down into turns 1 and 2. Rockingham, of course, got that big banking just about a mile in length, so we'll see. He's going to be able to sit on pole here tonight. Down the front straightaway goes that 88 of Hogan, and into 1 and 2 he will go up into the wall just slightly for that 88 machine. Down the back straightaway, that's the 1 of Zane Rahman. Made his Cup Series debut last week in Michigan. So far, Andrew Stacy driver top of the board. About a minute left, or a minute complete here. Carlino now to the top. Stacy second. Lindsay is now third. He was top of the board in practice. Of course, this is The Rock. It returns to NASCAR this year. Actually, it did return to NASCAR this year. I was actually at the Xfinity Series race.
Xfinity and Rockingham.
Yeah, and we also had ARCA. I saw half that race in real life this season.
I don't have cable, so I didn't see it.
As you see, the 94 of CJ Ehrman into the wall. So we're just getting ready for qualifying. Here is down the back straightaway, the 8 of Cameron Chandler. Let's do some pole prediction picks. I think it's going to be kind of close. Payson Lindsay was quick in practice, but you can't really take practice time that seriously because it's iCar practice and they kind of just fool around the entire time. As Chandler across the line he goes. He is top of the board, but I'm actually going to pick Richard Cherry for my pole prediction.
I'm picking Cameron Chandler.
He just put down a good lap time right now. He's about a 10th and a half up. There's the 9 of Bryce Benton. Richard Cherry yet to run. Same thing with Benton. He's currently sitting on pit road. So, of course, like we mentioned, weekend schedule for this week is, of course, the iCar Series race tonight, 125 laps. It's actually the longest race of the week. Xfinity is only 120 tomorrow night, and then the All-Star race is only 100. If you include the Open, it's 145. But still, I don't know why Cameron decided, let's have a long race here tonight, but I don't really control that. As here is the 9 of Bryce Benton rolling on to the track from Rockingham Speedway for his qualifying lap. We usually see, especially in the Cup Series, Bryce Benton qualify a little bit later than others, kind of later in the session. Sometimes it works out well, some others it really just does not. So he will head down the front straightaway here from The Rock. The amount of speed you carry into turn number 1. It's almost to the wall, gonna have to rip the outside. It's loose up there on okay, we can't talk tonight apparently. Up there on the outside lane, especially off corner exit, like I was testing before. There is the 9 of Benton down the front straightaway to the line. He will go about a minute and a half remaining. Benton, that's his lap time. What is it gonna be? It is second, right behind Cameron Chandler. Hundredths of a second off for the 9 of Bryce Benton. It's currently Chandler on provisional pole. Richard Cherry actually disconnected from the session, so we're gonna see if he actually gets reconnected. If not, that'll mean Cameron Chandler is on pole position in Rockingham. Currently, we're gonna give it about maybe like 30 more seconds to see if anybody else rolls on the track for one more lap. If that doesn't happen, then it's guaranteed Chandler's on pole. So interesting qualifying here. It's so close at the top of the board between Team Chevy Motor Club teammates Cameron Chandler and Bryce Benton. Of course, we've never visited this racetrack in the past in any NASCAR iRacing League event, like I mentioned earlier. as nobody's on rolling on track, so that should just about do it. Cameron Chandler on pole position. He's got 7 wins already this season. He's been absolutely dominant. He has won over half of the races this year. He, of course, locked up the championship 3 races early last week in Michigan. And this is the second to last race of the season in Rockingham. And then, of course, we had the Charlotte for the season finale. 2 back-to-back races in the great state of North Carolina. And that'll do it in Rockingham. Qualifying is over at this historic racetrack. It is Cameron Chandler on pole position. As we welcome you live to the iCar Pro Series Season number 1 race from Rockingham, North Carolina. Cars going to be on the racetrack here at the Rock. We are just about ready to go racing. All right, this is, of course, like we mentioned, the second to last race of the season for iCar, the final short track of the year as well. And it plays host to a triple header in the NASCAR Racing FedEx League this week, with Xfinity tomorrow night, and then the Cup Series All-Star race on Thursday. That should be a pretty fun one for the Cup Series. All your All-Stars will battle out. We'll of course, gotta have 3 drivers advance from the open race, and then, of course, a fan vote winner as well. All right, let's go through your starting lineup. You got Cameron Chandler on pole position like he has been so many times this season. He has been absolutely dominant this year. On the outside of him, it will be the 9 of Bryce Benton. Row number 2 will be Jacob Carino, and then Andrew Stacy. Row 3, Payson Lindsay, Zane Rahman, and CJ Urban. 12 of Diffie, and then you can see the rest of your top 10 and the rest of the field to the left side of your screen. All right, drivers rolling off here from Rockingham, North Carolina. Here we go from the Rockingham Speedway. 125 laps around the Rock. Should be an interesting one. We have never seen racing at Rockingham, so we're going to see how this first restart looks. This is the second to last iCar race of season number 1. It's been a great year so far, but Cameron Chandler in that 8 machine has been absolutely dominant for the majority of it. As they will roll through 3 and 4 at the Rock, it will return. Chandler, Benton, front row. Pace car makes that a hard left turn to the pit road. The iCar race from Rockingham Speedway is green and underway. Oh, one car getting loose already. The 94 of Erdman. 3 wide. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Lindsay into the door. And there goes Carino. The 33 spins. Car contact. The 12 of Diffie. And the 1 of Rahman. Big wreck happening. Lap number 1 from Rockingham. 3 drivers have big damage. That didn't take long whatsoever.
Bigger than than the Indy 500 this year.
Yeah, my God. What happened on lap number 1? It was Payson Lindsay making an extremely aggressive move down to the inside lane. Your lap 1, if Carino just gets loose, then he's going to get split 3 wide. But watch the send by the 99 of Lindsay. He door slams that 33. He gets into Andrew Stacy. Also has damage, and then, oh, hard hit there. Rahman got in it. And overall, big wreck happening lap number 1 already here in Rockingham Speedway. Let's ride along with that 99 of Payson Lindsay to see what he really saw and how much he actually gassed it up. 33 gets loose. Then down the back straightaway. This iRacing just lags. Okay. Sorry about that.
Oh, that was me.
No, it's... I don't understand. I don't really know what was going on there. But anyways, here is your replay. So, yeah, he hit the apron, actually. That's what happened. Got him completely sideways. Lindsay attempts to make it 3 wide. He almost got blocked by that 33 machine. And then, yeah, just turn to obviously. There they go in the back. Oh, big shot there to Diffie. His night is probably over, if I had to imagine. Riding along here with Diffie. Sorry, that's not Diffie, is it?
It's a fate worse than death.
Oh! Nowhere for him to go. Just a victim there. And yeah, Diffie probably going to be done for the night already as we come to lap 4 at the Rock. Man, what a race so far as we will come to the shoes. Cars choosing the outside lane. We don't really have too many cars left in this thing already. I mean, maybe 9 for this restart or so. An average Cameron Chandler moment making this race 125 laps for some reason, and expecting it to be a nice show all around. Alright, here we go. Going to be row number 1. It'll be Cameron Chandler, Bryce Benton. We'll see Chandler actually restarting from that outside. Oh, we got some contact. Yeah, Andrew Stacy not happy with Payson Lindsay. We'll see how this all turns out on the restart. That really didn't look so pretty already. As we're going to see that pace car make that hard left turn.
I bet it's going to get rowdy when we approach the front straightaway.
Yeah, we'll see if the 96 of Andrew Stacy attempts some retaliation. We head back to green, though, in Rockingham. A great start by the outside lane of Cameron Chandler. Outside looks pretty solid so far. Will drivers learn something from this and attempt to choose the outside lane in both Xfinity and Cup? We'll have to wait and see. Down the back straightaway, already moving up the field. Here is Payson Lindsay to the inside of Bryce Benton for second place. Rockingham door to door. He gets loose, almost takes out the 9, and that would have been the second incident Payson Lindsay would have caused in these first 5 laps. Luckily, he was able to save it and just avoided the 9 of Benton. There's Andrew Stacy back to 5th. CJ Ehrman up to 4th place. There's Hogan currently running in P6. And Cameron Chandler still leading down to the front straightaway to lap 7. Here at the Rock as they head back through 1 and 2. There's that 8 of Cameron Chandler. Has been so good, like we've mentioned all season long. 7 wins already this season, looking for win number 8 and just race number 14. He has been so insanely dominant this year. Bryce Benton, though, not giving up at all. Still about 4/10 of a second back. Early days here from Rockingham Speedway. Top 3 are all from Team Chevy Motor Club. It's Chandler, Benton, and Lindsay. Benton maybe closing the door a bit on that 8 car of Cameron Chandler, about maybe 3/10 of a second this time by. But you definitely got to take care of your stuff, especially for the longer run. A lap down.
You got to work on fuel saving and trying to stay in the lead.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. Fuel window tonight is about maybe like, I don't know if Cameron changed it. I don't think he did. I think it's about maybe lap 110. I don't know if it's possible to say that. We got cars on pit road. Marina 33. There's Zane Moran. That's 1 car. So it's going to be interesting. Oh, there we go. The 88 spins. He will actually save it and will keep going in the right direction. That was a great save by that 88 of Hogan. Somehow we didn't go around. We got more cars still on pit road. Roman and Karina. And here is Bryce Benton trying to run down Cameron Chandler. Battle for the lead in Rockingham. I mean, I really wouldn't expect to see anybody maybe running the outside lane early in the run, because you're going to wear out your tires by doing that. Chandler heads down the front straightaway into 1 and 2 yet again at the Rock. Look at how much these cars bounce around through the corners. It is absolutely insane. As there is the 9 of Benson all over the back bumper, that 8 car of Cameron Chandler. He is there. Is the battle for the lead from Rockingham Speedway. Up to lap 13 this time by. Cameron Chandler has led them all, but he's got Bryce Benton, his teammate, on his tail. And there's Payson Lindsay currently running about 7/10 back. He is still in contention for this thing. He was fastest in practice, of course, caused that lap 1 melee that we saw. He has been, of course, an absolute menace as of late, to say the least. As here we go, back past the lead. There is the inside lane, maybe working for the 9 of Benson. Chandler's going to get a run off the top, and will re-clear that iCar. Like I was saying, Pace and Lindsay currently under suspension for the NASCAR Racing FedEx Cup Series. Serving a 2-race suspension. Oh, big moment there by the 9 of Benson. He's going to lose a couple of tenths by that. We got a car maybe on pit road, CJ Erdman now. He's just not showing up for whatever reason. Three-way battle for the lead here from the rock. Erdman is being scored 1 lap down. I don't really know where he is. Yeah, these three have basically just pulled away from Andrew Stacy and company. A couple of clear high cars back there as well.
Stacy.
Up the racetrack slightly. We saw him use the outside lane to get a good run off the corner when Benton was to his inside. Times ago. Couple laps ago, I should say. The racetrack slightly that time by for the 9 of Bryce Benson. These three, I would assume maybe to save a bit. You're not really going to be pushing full on, I would assume, just yet. Maybe just absolutely gap Stacy to about 5 seconds. There is an 88 of Hogan currently running in 6th. There's one Cobbs Jr. running in P7 right now, and then the rest of the cars are on pit road. So it's not really the most competitive race out there right now, but we got a good battle for the lead, 3-way. On lap 18. Benson has lost a bit of time. Chandler now, he's going to have Pace and Lindsay to his inside maybe. That 99 is there. So we battle for 2nd place. And they will head through 3 and 4 yet again in Rockingham. Benson all of a sudden started to fall off from the 8 of Cameron Chandler. Lindsay will try to get some clean air on his nose as they head back into 1 and 2. Up the racetrack goes that 99 car, maybe trying a bit of a different line and maybe get a good run off corner exit. Ooh, he gets loose. I don't think he's going to get that much momentum. Kind of killed all of his momentum there and it stalled out. Ooh, you see the 9 of Benson, the hands are working in that race car, trying to keep that thing going in the right direction. As Lindsay will drop over all the way down low, and will run the outside lane. See what kind of run he can get off corner exit, but that was mostly a net loss. I don't understand what he was doing there. It's a beautiful day in Rockingham, North Carolina. We expect these conditions all weekend long, with the Xfinity Series coming up tomorrow night and the Cup Series All-Star race on Thursday. Of course, talking about the NASCAR Racing FedEx Cup Series, we just had a new driver lock themselves in last week in Michigan. It was actually Jacob Malone getting his first ever victory from Michigan International Speedway. So we're not confirming it yet, but Jacob Malone may be in the All-Star race on Thursday. Andrew Stacy headed to 88 of Hogan. There's that first yellow flag, I really think thinned out the field. About 4 cars or so that were gone now. Hogan's got to run down this back straightaway. Into 3 and 4 they go. Battle for P4 in Rockingham. He's nearly going to get there as they head down the back straightaway. We look up there, it's still Bryce Benson falling slightly back to about 0.5 of a second on that 8 of Cameron Chandler. Ooh, Stacy got tight up the racetrack. Here we go, run to the inside, Hogan for P4. He'll send him way up the racetrack, almost going to make contact. Stacy's going to get there, run around the outside lane, and will re-clear Hogan off corner exit. Now Stacy thought he was going to go low for a second. Now he will cut down low. Hogan's going to have good momentum coming off corner exit. Stacy got a bit tight. Now he got a big run, maybe not as big as I would have thought. Hogan's going to still drive it down to the inside lane. If Stacy, oh, they're going to make contact slightly. Hogan's going to push him up the racetrack. He's almost clear. It is clear. Up into P4. For that 88 machine of Hogan. Maybe a crossover move coming. Stacy's going to drive it back down to the inside lane. Still battling for P4. Way back at the lead. There's about 9 seconds. Good run around the outside lane. Stacy's going to pull all the way down to the apron, and he will get cleared by Hogan. He is now the driver to 4th. Battle up here. You start to see some lap traffic. 33 of is back on the track. He'll actually be attempting the All-Star race this week. It'll be his first ever time in a Cup car. And his official Cup Series debut will be next week. He'll attempt to make this Charlotte 600. Benson's still about 4 to 5 tenths back. He really hasn't lost anything or closed up as of late. Chandler's, I like the line that Cameron Chandler's running. He enters bottom, kind of goes towards the wall, and maybe exits a bit bottom as well. Yeah, this time he's going to exit, he'll enter bottom. He's actually going to run the bottom of 3 and 4. That'll give some good momentum, and Benson closes up about 1.5 tenths that time by. Now Chandler will run the bottom of the racetrack. He may go slightly up the track. As we see that 9 of Benson trying to get some clean air on his nose. He looks tight. Head down the back straightaway. There's that 30, or I should say 99 at pace of Lindsay. He's kind of fallen off these two in the last few laps. Oh, big bobble out of the 8 machine of Chandler. He got loose off turn number 2 exit. Doesn't lose too much time. Thought he would lose more, and will kind of stay even with Benson as he heads down the front straightaway yet again. I mean, yeah, as the run continues to go on, your tire's going to be heating up, your tire's going to be wearing out. Track's going to get looser. The sun is just beaming down in this place tonight.
That's another thing that the drivers have to look out for, their tires and tire management.
Yeah, especially here at Rockingham, it's definitely not the nicest track on tires, to say so myself. Got a car coming up here, that's the 33 of Bruno. He is currently 14 laps down, so he's pretty much out of this thing, obviously. 6 drivers currently on the lead lap, 34 laps into Rockingham. This battle for the lead has been...
Who's going to the pit line?
Yeah, we do. It's interesting to see. We haven't really seen anybody rip the boards. It's definitely hard to do here at Rockingham. Yeah, it's not. I don't even think it's the fastest way around here. We've seen drivers maybe enter low, go up high, or maybe enter high, cut down low off turn on the exit of the corner. It's definitely very loose around the top off corner exit of turn 2 and turn 4. Lindsay has been falling off these two as of late. All the way back 11 seconds. This battle is still not over. You got the 96 of Andrew Stacy. Oh, Hogan in the wall. Big shot there from the 88.
Caution? Caution or no?
We will stay green.
Oh my.
iRacing cautions are kind of inconsistent to say the least. When you don't have an actual person throwing them.
Yeah, it's automatic.
Speed these machines are carrying. It's insane to see here at Rockingham Speedway. I believe in testing they had about maybe 160 something mile an hour average speed. I mean, like the amount of, it's like Dover. It's honestly, if you had to pick a similar track, It's very like Dover. I think that's why Cameron Chandler likes this place so much. I would honestly say I like driving it better than Dover. Very, very solid racetrack. Not really sure why NASCAR left this place for so many years. Facility is very nice as well. It's just overall great to be back here in Rockingham.
It's nice to see that NASCAR is renovating old places like this.
Yeah, you talk about North Wilkesboro as well. What a show in the real All-Star race that got put on this year in the NASCAR Cup Series. We've seen Chicagoland coming back in a couple of weeks' time.
Possibly. We don't know yet.
And Cartonosaur actually posted something on his Instagram about that. He was at Chicagoland Speedway.
Yeah, it didn't look too bad. Maybe just to repave it.
I wouldn't touch the racing surface. I think it would be nice, like a worn out Chicagoland would be pretty good. Especially with this next gen car. I have a feeling if they repave it, it's just gonna be running. It's gonna just be too fast, and you're not really gonna be able to pass anyone. Might even be flat out like turns 3 and 4 at Texas is.
My home track.
Oh, loose moment by the 9 of Benson. He loses about 3/10 from that.
That's
back
not
into
good.
Yeah, the tires in that 9 car definitely starting to feel the heat from this Rockingham Speedway. The leader is heading down the front straightaway at the Rock. Chandler has absolutely dominated this race so far, as we are 43 laps in. Here he is down the back straightaway, pulling about now 6/10 on that 9 of Benson. Benson trying a bit of a different lineup to the outside. We can see these cars wiggling off corner exit. They fly around Rockingham Speedway. Riding along with Bryce Benson. Oh, nearly into the wall. There's, oh, Chandler, a huge moment off corner exit. Got really loose off turn 2. And another slide through 3 and 4. Benson's going to be around the outside lane. He has got momentum, and he is closing down this front straightaway here at Rockingham. Battle is back on for the race lead. Chandler actually going to run the outside lane. Needs a bit of,
That's a problem with.
oh!
Yeah.
Another slide out of the 8 car. Bryce Benson is there. Battle for the top spot. He is to the inside. Chandler going to try to wrap the outside lane, keep it foot to the floor. He'll get a good run off corner exit like I thought, and he'll pull some good momentum on Benson. About 3/10 of a second, we got a car pitting. That's the 96 of Andrew Stacy.
Are we gonna go into the outside?
Nearly in the wall for Benson. We'll see how far your leaders can go. They're obviously not field saving. I don't think they plan on doing that. Oh, in the wall. Bryce Benson took a little bit of a shot there through off the exit of turn number 4. There's Payson Lindsay as well on pit road as Andrew Stacy going to roll off. So your leader's already starting to pit. Chandler trying to hold off Benson. I mean, long run pace is usually a thing you think of when you think of Cameron Chandler. Not a thing you think of when you think of Bryce Benson at all. Bryce Benson usually kind of one of those short run drivers. Really, really good momentum, but he's been getting better at maybe tire saving, other stuff like that, and he's currently battling for the lead almost 50 laps into this run. They will go around the lap car per mile. We got 88 of Hogan coming to pit road. So your leaders have started to come to pit road. Their top 2 have not pitted yet, though. The other has Ron Copps Jr. Big momentum off corner exit if you're actually not getting to the wall this time for Bryce Benson. He'll pull it back to the inside. Now you got Chandler running the outside lane and Benson in the bottom. I mean, there are a lot of lines you're going to run around here at Rockingham Speedway. Pick and choose, find some clean air where you need it. 50 laps into Rockingham. Benton back to the inside lane. To the bumper. Oh, you see the 8 car still sliding around. Bryce Benton is all over the back bumper of Cameron Chandler's car. He's going to nearly get to his quarter panel. Chandler up the racetrack yet again. If you can, I think he got slightly loose. Had to back out of the throttle for a minute. Benton just trying to get to his quarter panel to get him a little bit loose. Back end of that 8 car has been sideways these last few tires. Watch this momentum. Down the back straightaway he goes. He's going to have to follow Chandler in line. Oh, big slide out of Cameron Chandler. To the inside goes Bryce Benton for the race lead. They're door to door down the front straightaway. Can he clear him? Yes, he is. New leader in Rockingham. It is Bryce Benton. Just like that. Chandler had a big moment. See if he can recover back to the bumper of that iCar. Oh, nearly in the wall for the 8 of Cameron Chandler. But he's still got momentum as they head down the back straightaway. He's not giving up. Still battling for the lead in Rockingham. Chandler all over the back bumper of Benton, trying to pull it down to the inside lane. Benton wants to start off his week great. He's got to race his way into the All-Star race. Not locked in. And here he is, Chandler, working his way back to the inside lane. Gonna have to pull it back in line now. These two putting on an absolute show here in Rockingham on these older tires and on this longer run as well. Whoa! Big moment of corner exit for Chandler. Or I should say Benton. He's still got Chandler hounding on his bumper, but he does have track position, does have the race lead. And he's currently controlling this one in Rockingham, 57 laps in now. Chandler is there, he's on his bumper, not trying to give this one up easily. He's to the inside. Side by side, down the front straightaway again. Cameron Chandler to the inside of Bryce Benton. And they're door to door through 1 and 2. Ooh, you saw the back end of the 8 car slide about around just slightly. And he gets a lose off corner exit. He'll have to pull back in line as they head through 3 and 4 yet again. Chandler on the wall, maybe. Thought he was. I think he avoided it. Oh, but it's a tight moment off corner exit for Benton. He'll lose big momentum. What is this battle back here? Okay. Zane Roman just lets Andrew Stacy go after all that. What a race for the lead, though, in Rockingham. Here is Chandler. Maybe going to try to pull back to the inside. Through 1 and 2 they go. Chandler going to run that top. Oh, he's going to have good momentum. He should just be able to pull it down to the inside, but they both get loose, and Chandler's there. To the inside through 3 and 4. Oh, he's sideways! Cameron Chandler completely loose. Almost went around. My goodness, what a save. That 8 car was completely sideways. My goodness. I mean, you can see how much these tires are wearing and how hot these track conditions are. It is slidey around here at Rockingham.
Yeah, it's probably not good. Especially with ARCA brakes. Close enough.
So now Bryce Benton has about a second lead, but oh, Chandler, I was gonna say he's closing up the gap just slightly, but another big moment by the 8 machine. He is pushing, but how hard is it too hard? And look, yeah, look at this iCar. He is completely sideways. Maybe think to bring that thing to pit road pretty soon. I had to imagine. Oh, contact! Your leader almost got door slammed by that lap car of Andrew Stacy. Stacy, remember, is on fresh tires, so he's trying to lap himself. No fault for him for doing that, but you gotta race a leader with some sort of respect.
Yeah.
We're just about halfway here from Rockingham Speedway. Just over halfway, I should say. Stacy will get around Benton to unlap himself. He's now 1 lap down now. After that slide by Cameron Chandler, he's kind of really stabilized the gap. He really hasn't lost too much, surprisingly. Honestly, gaining a bit through 1 and 2 on Bryce Benton. Bryce Benton would absolutely love to go victory lane tonight. It's the biggest win he has in the NASCAR racing. Oh, Juan Copps Jr. in the wall. They're going to lap him to the inside. Goes Benton, and Copps Jr. goes a lap down. Like I was saying, Bryce Benton has been his first ever NASCAR iRacing FedEx League race in anything was in 2023. He's been since then, of course, full-time in the Xfinity Series in Season 2. Season 3 was full-time in Cup. He's also now in his sophomore season in the Cup Series this year, as Chandler will go to lap Juan Copps Jr. His biggest win in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx League, even including iCar, is an IndyCar Series win this season at the Daytona Road Course. I mean, that's literally, what, the 5th series in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx League? He has really never gone to victory lane in anything other than lobbies and that. And he also has an all-star race open win. Just going to try to get another one of those tomorrow night. Or Thursday night, I should say. Yeah, he really doesn't have the resume to show for it, but he definitely has a whole lot of speed. But here comes Cameron Chandler. Oh, he's on the wall. He, of course, is your now official iCar champion. Also, your defending Xfinity Series champion. NASCAR iRacing FedEx Xfinity Series. Chandler is closing the gap as they head down the back straightaway. Coming to lap 70 this time by. Back into 1 and 2 they go. Chandler trying to, ooh, he gets another bobble. He's there, and he's to the inside on Benton. Once again for the lead, he got a huge run. Caught Benton maybe sleeping. They're side by side for the top spot through 3 and 4, and now Chandler's spinning. Okay. And the 8 car will come to pit road. You got to make sure you get down to pit road speed. Don't want to speed, especially in this portion of the race. It should be the only stop we see your leaders make. Probably going to be 4 fresh Goodyear tires and Sunoco fuel for Cameron Chandler. Or I should say 4 fresh General tires and Sunoco fuel. Here's some lap down cars. Here is Benton, your leader, pitting. This should be an interesting battle. It's only 1 lap, but will the undercut pay off for Cameron Chandler to be able to clear Bryce Benton? This is going to be a close battle off pit road if I had to imagine. There's the 8 rolling off the pits. Chandler has finished his service. Here is Bryce Benton to pit. And he's perfect in his pit stall. I believe Chandler was the same. Let's watch Chandler. There he is. That's through 1 and 2. And actually, that's down the front straightaway, actually. Benton still in the pits. He's going to roll off now. Here's Chandler up to speed through 1 and 2. There's Benton on the apron, and it's not going to even be close. Yeah, he'll clear him. Undercut pays off, even though it was just a lap. This Cameron Chandler was going to have about maybe a 2-second lead over him. That's just how much fresh tires mean. Wow.
Catching up to Lindsay.
Lindsay, already pitted. Of course, that's another condition of the undercut. Pace and Lindsay already visited pit road, and he's about 14, 15 seconds ahead of your leaders. There's Andrew Stacy on pit road for the second time. We'll see if your other leaders, like Benton and Chandler, actually pit for a second time tonight. Back down the front straightaway. 50 laps to go in Rockingham for the iCar Pro Series. So, of course, Juan Copps Jr., I believe, gets to pit in the entirety of this race. Payson Lindsay already has visited pit road. It was earlier in the race, though. That's why he's got such a big lead. He can theoretically make it on fuel. But I would assume if he even tried to stay out, they're going to catch him by the end of this race. And it should be over by then. There's Lindsay in the car, heading through 3 and 4. Here's what would be our eventual leader, Cameron Chandler, now down the back straightaway. Gap between Chandler and Benton has kind of stayed the same. Maybe Benton closing up ever so slightly. We have seen a couple of moments out of the... Oh, Benton's in the wall. As I say that, the 9 will hit the fence pretty decently. And we'll probably lose about a half a second from doing that. Yeah, Benton caught some lap traffic. That's Hogan in the 88 down the inside of him. But got caught up in that for a second. Now you got Andrew Stacy in front of Cameron Chandler. Stacy actually just was down pit road, so he does have a little bit fresher tires than Chandler, but not much. So this is going to be interesting to see how much he holds him up. Oh, Chandler. Bit of a, yeah, you saw the back end of that. Actually, the front end went straight. It was weird. I don't really understand what was going on there. The front end went straight, and then he's, of course, obviously saved it. It's Juan Copps. Dude, oh, your leader's in the wall hard. Cameron Chandler, big damage in the wall, and that's gonna be race over possibly for the driver of the 8. What has happened? Will we stay green?
Oh no.
We stay green. Wow, that changes absolutely everything. Juan Copps Jr., what was... I don't even know what that was. My goodness, Cameron Chandler. We'll see if he actually comes to the booth. Let's take a look at what happened there. It's going to be Benton to second. Lindsay, of course, still has the race lead. Juan Copps Jr., though, your leader. What was happening?
I guess he got too loose into the turns.
So, your leader, yeah, he just, I don't know what that was. He just completely drove up the racetrack in front of Cameron Chandler. That really didn't make any sense. Bryce Benton is signaling he's coming to pit road. We'll see how that goes in just a quick second.
I guess he got too loose and he had nowhere to go. So,
but he's running slow. Yeah, just, maybe he didn't expect Chandler to come up that quickly. I don't really know. Very, very interesting. But Cameron... Yeah, Cameron Chandler, he's probably going to be... He's out of the race for the win, obviously. He may even be done. Your champion in the iCar Pro Series this season locked it up last week in Michigan, and he has an issue while leading, or being in second place here in Rockingham. That'll take him out of the race. My God. Benton actually isn't pitting. Must have just accidentally hit the hotkey or whatever. Payson Lindsay still has the race lead, but Benton is closing at a big rate at this point. Where is he? There he is. Cameron Chandler still sitting on pit road. There's the 9 of Benton. You're currently race leader.
mean, you only have like 5 people left in this race.
Yeah, this has kind of been a race of attrition, especially on the longer run. We didn't have a caution flag for the Cameron Chandler and Juan Cobbs Jr. incident, as Cameron Chandler is now in the broadcast booth. Cameron dominating the race here. You led the most laps so far. What happened there between you and Juan Cobbs Jr.? Just looks like he completely washed up the racetrack in front of you.
Yeah, hello. So Juan Cablo, he was out on old tires, and I think he was trying to get out the way. He pulled to the apron down the front straightaway and just carried too much speed, and those old tires didn't stick, and it was really slick out there. So his tires just didn't stick, and he slid up the track, and not really much for us to go. So sucks that's our day ended, but thankfully the championship's already locked up, and a lot of the contenders anyway didn't even show up. So.
Oh, as we see that 9 of Benton almost got into the back of the Juan Roman. That would be interesting if another one of your leaders was involved in something there.
Yeah, Bryce has had a great day all race, and probably will win the race with typical Payson Lindsay terrible pitch strategy. But yeah, definitely I hope Bryce does get it. He's been fast and he's been looking for one for quite a while, so it'll be cool to see him win.
I mean, this would be his first iCar win, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think so.
As Bryce Benson will come to lap 90 this time by 36 remain in Rockingham. I was gonna say, this is before that whole thing happened. Ever since the opening lap 1 crash, this was a pretty tame one. Just a good battle for the lead between Benton and Chandler all day long. And then that happened. Your race leader taken out of the race. It's of course obviously done for the night. There's that 99 of Payson Lindsay. Now probably going to get passed by Bryce Benton for the lead in just a few laps.
You do see Lindsay sliding up the track a lot more than Benton is. And that's just from the tires. The tires wear off so quickly. I had 75-50 on that first run and absolutely sliding out of control. I'm not sure if the broadcast caught it, but I just about wiped out Benton going into turn 3 trying to make the... Yeah. So the bottom is extremely slick. It's completely ice down there. And really, even if you try to cut down to, the bottom to get a run like you normally would here, you just lose control. As it seems someone has, Juan Cobbs.
Juan Cobbs Jr. around down the front straightaway. We keep it green. Probably going to have a pass for the lead pretty soon. Payson Lindsay would have loved to see that caution flag. That would have really helped out his strategy. Would have actually been a good strategy for Lindsay for once.
I would say a lucky strategy. I don't think it's possible for him to have a good strategy ever.
Yeah, I don't... How many crew chiefs has he had at this point?
Oh, he's never fired one. That's the issue.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got to be like me and fire every single crew chief that does something stupid. Or even just builds a slow car.
Alright, that sounds reasonable.
Yeah. I mean, I've once fired a crew chief for looking at me funny, so... No one's safe around the Chandler camp.
Yeah, Chandler Wilson Racing, kind of a corrupt organization. As they head back to the Grand Court.
Oh, that's plain that.
And for the lead, here we go. Benton on Lindsay. Oh, he's going to try to side draft him aggressively. You should see Benton maybe just try to pull down to the inside. Oh, he's going to put a big slide job. Lindsay's blinking. But you saw the fresh tires and the 9 of Benton just easily around him. And to the lead, Bryce Benton.
Lindsay's going to have to hope some unfortunate circumstance happens to Benton like what happened to me. If he wants the chance at winning this race.
I mean, yeah, it's never over. We saw, of course, with Cameron Chandler, what a moment that was with him and Juan Cobbs Jr. We thought he maybe had this one locked up until that happened. But Benton has been quick all day long. He's been in contention with Chandler. Actually passed him for the lead, but Chandler had that undercut, which I believe it was a strong undercut, especially just for one lap. I don't even think Benton had a slow stop or anything.
Yeah, tire fall off was about a second, so yeah, that one lap. Even with I'm not sure how Benton got into the pits, but I got in pretty sloppy. So even with that, just shows you the tire advantage.
Yeah, is Pace and Lindsay falling about 2 seconds back. If Benton keeps up this pace, I don't know if it's going to be possible, but he may be able to put Lindsay a lap down. I don't know if he has enough time.
No, the tires should equal out by then.
Yeah.
Maybe not completely equal, but they won't be a second faster like they were at the beginning of our stint.
Here we go. This is actually, no, this is fourth position actually. Currently 2 laps down is Andrew Stacy. And a bit of an interesting race. We come to lap 100. Oh, there they go! Spinning is Lindsay and Andrew Stacy. This gonna bring out the caution? Yes, it is. Caution out, and it's Stacy. And oh, I think he finally got his redemption. I don't know if this is the time to do it though.
Those are 2 teammates, and you know officials may have to go take a look at that one. We may have a case of a cast culp happening.
Oh my god.
Not gonna say for sure, but I mean, quite a big possibility.
Obviously, just completely dumped him on purpose. There was no way that was just. We'll ride along here for a second just to make sure that. Oh, yeah.
Probably intentional.
We'll see. It's 25 laps to go. Caution is out for the first time in nearly 100 laps. For an extremely long green flag run.
That's intentional.
And here we go. Leaders are pitting. Oh, shit. Okay, pacing. Oh, he's gonna. Oh, and I don't think that was intention or team orders. They are not happy with each other. Oh my god.
Yeah, Pace. So it seems like Pace and Lindsay is really trying to sell this one off. Yeah, we're on to you, Payson. We're gonna investigate this one for a good old crash culp.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
He's swirling around all pit lane.
Oh,
He's still. Okay, well, yeah. At this point, Payson, you've earned yourself a different penalty for just being plain stupid.
Facing possible suspension.
He's got enough of those. I think he's suspended everything but iCar. Might as well just make it iCar too.
Yeah, might as well just add on to the list. I mean, what a record Payson Lindsay has on getting suspended. I mean, he's been suspended about 5 times. I mean, penalized about 5 times this season in FedEx.
Oh,
Suspended twice. Suspended 2 times from iRacing. And yeah, he's looking to get his first iCar suspension. I mean, that would be quite the resume.
Oh my god. Just
I don't know if we all saw that, but he cut in front of him.
I mean, yeah, he's sure making a case on why he should be placed in Alcatraz or something.
Oh wow. I don't know if.
Yeah. I mean, no, just an absolute terrible driver, absolute weapon on track, and yeah, what a maniac he is.
So absolute shocker here on the choose code. Bryce Benson is the only one to pick.
Oh yeah. Well,
he's gonna choose the outside. Outside looks better for the restarts. So we'll have to see how that carries over for the rest of this weekend. We may be able to catch up, maybe.
yeah, they'll be there.
We'll be close enough. All right, what a race this is about to be. 1 car for the win. Oh, maybe now there's 3. Now there's 4. Okay.
Should only be 2. Andrew Stacy was 2 laps down.
Yeah, I don't really know why he's lining up ahead of Pace and Lindsay, but whatever. Pace car down pit road. We're back underway. Lap 104, and that 9 car is already gone out of these 2. Lindsay's going to obviously clear Andrew Stacy, and he may actually have a battle for the lead with the 9 of Bryce Benton.
We did see early. Oh, Lindsay's loose for a moment, but we did see early in the run. Pace and Lindsay was quite slow on the long run. He's got about 20 laps, almost into the wall there, but he's got about 20 laps, so a little harder for him to run out his tires.
Yeah, but he does have damage. Remember that. And now he's got a lap car side by side with him. That's not been happening with him all day long. Andrew Stacy's still roughing him up. Oh, they're in the wall.
To the wall.
And there they go.
Into the 88 and he'll spin around.
Caution. No. Stay green.
Yeah, I guess the iRacing fell asleep at the button. We had to throw that one manually.
I'm an absolute maniac.
My
yeah,
God.
so maybe that wasn't a good old cast culp that happened, as It seems like Bryce Benton has locked up this win.
I mean, you never know. It's not over yet. We saw what happened
I
with
mean,
Cameron Chandler.
He's lapped about. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. With how this race is going.
I mean, yeah, I think that's enough payback at this point.
Yeah, just ran him out of room.
That's like the third time he's tried to pay him back. I mean, my God.
Oh, and here comes Lindsay back under yellow,
Oh,
pulling up alongside of Stacy, grabbing his engine.
that's gonna do a whole lot. Oh,
Yeah, and now he's gonna give him a bump draft down the straightaway. Andrew Stacy will be receiving an end of line penalty for that that maneuver. As now we have Richard Cherry now joining the booth.
wow, it's an absolutely stacked booth here in Rockingham. 19 to go in iCar.
Yeah, I mean, if these guys keep it up, we might have more people in the booth than cars on track.
I mean, we got more people in the booth than lead lap cars.
Yeah, I mean, quite sad how. And I'm not even sure what happened to cause half the field to be a lap down before lap 3. I heard rumors of Pace and Lindsay maneuvers, but I cannot confirm that yet.
Yeah, somebody went
Yeah, I mean-
3 wide, and you know.
Yeah, I mean, when you hear something about Payson, you gotta watch out, because he can do 1,000 things.
I mean, I would list off a few names, but I think YouTube might try to throw me down. But yeah, you list off a bunch of names and then you come up on Pace and Lindsay, and that's the one that really makes everyone scared.
Yep.
They'll be
Indeed.
They'll be part of the landscaping crew for the All-Star race.
Are you sure you want them to be around the track? Are you sure?
Actually, no. He's getting sent home. He's getting sent far away.
He is somehow still on a lead lap. I don't know how bad his damage is, but.
All right.
And yeah,
Here we go.
after that incident, there's now only 4 cars on track. Oh, Juan Cobbs is getting back on track, so 5.
Yep. A legend, the myth, Juan Cobbs Jr. He's back.
Qualified on pole at Talladega and then got wiped out by no other than Andrew Stacy. And I mean, yeah, that was a quite ridiculous maneuver by Stacy. He got sentenced to death in the penalty report.
That was just plain intentional.
All right. Here we go. Hey, 17 to go in Rockingham. Oh my God, what are we doing?
Andrew Stacy just pulled. Oh my God, Andrew Stacy is out for these. Oh my God, what a maniac! Andrew Stacy in the 96, he is out for blood.
Whoa. Benton almost around as they hit the 3 and 4.
Oh no, no. That was being unnecessary. Our race has been done the second first.
Yeah, what was Andrew Stacy doing there? Maybe he checked up. I'm not really sure.
So we're hearing now that Zane Rahman left it in second gear, and that's what got his start to be so bad. And Andrew Stacy was not given any breaks.
Yeah, clearly. Let's ride along with Zane Rahman. Oh yeah, this doesn't go, and obviously gets ran over.
Yeah,
Now
I
we got
mean,
Andrew Stacy trying to get around Pace and Lindsay.
Oh God.
Lindsay's internet is still absolutely horrible.
Oh, here we go. Down to the inside of that 99 of Lindsay. Oh no.
Oh, and big moment from Stacy.
There's Juan Cobbs Jr. coming from this battle as well.
And this is just a test session for Bryce Benton at this point. As long as he can bring it home, he's got it in the bag.
Want to get some good redemption or good momentum to see if he can advance to the All-Star race on Thursday.
yeah, I mean, Bryce Benton, a really fast guy. He's leading the race right now. Looking strong for this week.
Benton's definitely one of the most underrated drivers. I feel like he doesn't get near as much credit as he deserves. Always up front, always a contender. Just anytime he does have a chance to win, he always finds the most unfortunate way to lose the race.
Yeah, remember back in Chicagoland in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series 2 weeks ago, was leading with a few laps to go, and then had that battle with Alexander Ortega, ended up second. 11 to go. There's Bryce Benton, got a 4-second lead over Payson Lindsay in the 99. Ron Cobbs Jr. trying to unlap himself here on Payson Lindsay. The race check he goes through 1 and 2. It's a good battle. Not position, but whatever. Something.
Yeah, I mean, when you have Payson Lindsay in the field and he causes the majority of the field to be a lap down before lap 3, this is kind of have to battle. I mean, you kind of have to call these battles.
Oh my god! Oh, okay.
Yeah, unthinkable from Juan Cobbs Jr.
This wheel was completely... Oh my god.
I mean, yeah, you got to try new things. Got to.
Oh!
But he goes around.
No, he's gonna miss him. Can he fire back up? Maybe.
Yeah, it is a sad day in the United States of America.
Oh.
Oh, and he backs into the pit barrels. That's unfortunate.
7 to go for Bryce Benton. Can really just nurse it home at this point.
Yep, even Ethan Turner is tired, so you can tell.
I mean, yeah, I believe even the stat people, they have given up. They've already written this down as a Bryce Benton win. And
Lindsay's not giving up. He's still to the wall trying to make some time.
yeah, I mean, he might as well just pull it on into the pits.
I mean, you never know. Juan Cobbs Jr. could come back on the... Oh, there he is. He could try to terrorize Bryce Benton.
Oh, we can't say that word.
Let's-
Perfect.
No,
Let's keep the cameras on Juan Cobbs Jr. Let's keep the cameras on him.
All right.
Let's give Duolingo a lap.
Is he looking for some payback on somebody? He's running slow. Or maybe just wants to spice it up a bit.
I
You don't
mean,
want to make him mad. I mean, he just...
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, no.
oh, this might bring out a yellow. One of the cars are coming by. And Carlson is out.
Oh my god.
Just what this race needed.
He's... Well, we have Juan Cobbs Jr. Let's hear on.
Payson Lindsay is somehow back in this race, and I can tell you what, folks, Payson Lindsay is back and he's ready to terrorize.
Oh
my god.
I mean, we said it. We wanted to keep the cameras on Juan Cobbs. What is he doing?
Sage of Aaron Strugel in the Saturday Night Racing League at the same track, losing it off of turn number 2 and wrecking it down the back straightaway, causing an overtime. There was only one overtime attempt in iCar, so if anything happens, that's I don't really know. I don't think it will affect anything. Everyone's laps down.
Yeah, we have a 1-versus-1 battle. No pants, no gloves, no helmets. He just... Yeah, I mean, once
He's
one.
staying out. He's staying out. Okay.
Yeah, what is Payson Lindsay thinking? He is gonna cause... Oh my god, Payson Lindsay's gonna be an absolute weapon on this restart. Andrew Stacy would take the wave around.
Speed is first one.
Alright. Pit ready goes.
Yeah, let's see what kind of tactic Payson Lindsay pulls to try to win this race.
I mean, Bryce Benton is a teammate. Does
Yeah,
Lindsay know
Payson
what
doesn't care
means?
about that.
Yeah, I don't think he knows what that
Yeah, I
means.
mean, I think I can't even count on my fingers and toes how many times Payson Lindsay's taken out his teammates.
I mean, maybe we'll see a restart wreck here that brings out the caution and ends the race with Payson Lindsay in victory lane. I mean, at that point, like, what does Bryce Benson have to do? Honestly.
I mean, at this rate, honestly, they both could wipe each other out, and we could see whoever the third, Andrew Stacy, end up winning this race.
I mean, how would that actually work? I don't know. So we'll finish with a guaranteed, I think at least, 2 cars on the lead lap, unless somehow they both wreck each other and their phase. All right, this has been like a kind of a show of 2 races, and it all comes down to this: 2 to go.
Yeah, let's see. I can't wait to see what Payson Lindsay does here. I mean, he's absolutely screwed. He has fresh tires to his inside. I don't know what he was thinking with this pit call.
I mean, what kind of blocks are we going to see for Payson Lindsay? Is he just going to straight up, you know?
He can't even block. I mean, the guy's to his inside.
Maybe
I mean, unless he intends to dive bomb in the corner, he was already 10 seconds off the pace at the time of caution, so I don't know what he's thinking.
All right, here we go. Can he even get a restart on the outside? He's got the preferred lane. He's got the lead. We'll see.
Hopefully he doesn't pull a Cletus McFarlane and spin it out.
He's got to get a good launch here to have it. And he does, actually. Get a good launch.
Oh, my God! He is out of control on the restart.
He almost wrecks it as they enter the 1 and 2. Benson's there. He's on his bumper. He's not going to... Oh, he's going to get to the inside. Here comes the 9. How deep is Payson going to drive it? Oh.
Nope, and the race is over.
Yep. White flag.
Final lap underway from the rock. From the rock.
Yeah, nice try, Ethan Trailer. We have Bryce Benton heading to 1 and 2. Newest tires, fastest of the whole race, and now he's gonna take the checker flag.
Oh, in the wall.
And Payson Lindsay is in the wall. They are stacking it up. They're 3 abreast going into turn 3. Andrew Stacy almost cleans out one Cobbs, and Payson Lindsay is ripping the fence.
And off turn 4, Bryce Benton gonna win at the rock. Oh!
Cobbs spins into victory lane.
Sad day in America.
That's not a sad day. It's not a sad day.
Oh, what a day.
And that is NASCAR racing, folks. It don't get much better than that.
What a race. Unreal. It's not even NASCAR.
What do you mean it's not even NASCAR?
It's ARCA.
It's iCar.
I see it NASCAR stickers all over the racetrack. This is NASCAR, boy.
Wow. Well, you're fat.
What?
So if IMSA raced here, it'd be NASCAR? Oh, actually, IMSA is it's owned by NASCAR.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Yeah, so is ARCA.
All right. Bryce Benton burns it down.
Payson Lindsay is currently revving his engine and burning out in Andrew Stacy's face. I don't know what kind of point he's trying to get across.
Where's the smoke? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I mean, averaging physics are just bad, you know. I might as well get banned from the service.
I mean, you actually might. I mean, you've gotten banned for making the host.
Well, they're gonna take Bryce Benton into an interview shortly, and yeah.
So he's gonna tear up the grass that Payson Lindsay's gonna have to prepare after this race.
Yeah, I mean, Payson Lindsay has to touch grass. He hasn't touched grass all summer long, so might as well touch one right now.
He doesn't know what the
Ethan, you haven't touched grass either.
Yeah, nice try.
Yeah, nice try. Oh, and he blows the engine, will not make it to victory lane. The crew's gonna have to come and push him.
All right. So post-race interviews are coming up from the Rockingham Speedway. We got a long line of interviews currently.
How dare you?
Well, it wasn't me, so nice try. All right, Bryce Benton is coming up first. And, oh, we got some arguments going on in the chat.
Yeah, Payson
Yep.
Lindsay is currently challenging Andrew Stacy to a boxing match. That will be broadcasted live before the All-Star Open, folks.
Yeah, that's gonna be the pre-race
Yep.
show. For the All-Star.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
finishing
whoever
out in
wins,
general.
whoever wins gets a spot on the All-Star race. No pants, no gloves, no helmets.
He's absolutely crossing out in the chat.
I mean, I still believe this is a fake argument. I mean, this is definitely staged. Fighting for his lap back. Hold on, he was 2 laps down.
Maybe not, Jason. Maybe not. Maybe
All
not.
right. We'll see what kind of post-race interviews go on here because that is some insane beef.
That was an absolute crash out by Payson Lindsay.
We will see when these guys want to actually do an interview. So far we're being.
Going to argue.
And while we wait for this intermission, we'll continue to give our coverage on this this pre-boxing match that's happening. Oh my goodness, what is going on in here?
As
Yeah, we
Burnett has been
It's
taken.
just a bunch of people fighting.
What a beautiful burnout picture Ethan
Absolutely
Schindler's taking.
bad.
What do you mean beautiful? What?
What do you mean? I did not say beautiful. I said absolutely bad.
Oh, and Payson Lindsay has said it. Andrew Stacy is looking like he will be
Oh.
removed from his race
We like the
team.
boxing match. We
Oh,
like the boxing
wow.
match.
That is that's a moment.
I mean, this is world-class
Yeah.
acting from these two.
Ow.
I mean, we have Andrew Stacy, the Intimidator, intimidated a pro driver into crashing off the racetrack, and the terrorist,
Oh.
Payson Lindsay. What a matchup we're looking to have.
Yes, Bryce, there are interviews. Yes. Yes.
All right, so interviews whenever you want to come up.
Oh my goodness, he's absolutely crashing out in the general.
What a race it was from Rockingham, North Carolina. I mean, greatest race of all time?
I mean, we have Payson Lindsay calling someone else an idiot. I don't know how that's possible.
Yeah, I don't
Me neither.
Hmm.
He's asking if it's because of lap 1.
As Bryce
All right.
Benson's now ready for an interview.
All right, coming up, the driver of the 9, Bryce Benson. Bryce Benson, you go to victory lane for the first time in your iCar career tonight at Rockingham Speedway. You were finally able to close one of these out. It got a little close there at the end. Of course, your main competition, Cameron Chandler, was absolutely taken out by a lap car, Juan Cobbs Jr. Got close there between you and Payson Lindsay there at the end with him staying out, but obviously on fresh tires, you're just able to drive around him in that overtime. Just take me through all of that and all that chaos going on at the end.
Yeah, it was a really odd race. That was probably the weirdest race I've probably won, but a win's a win. Yeah, overall feels pretty good to win. Obviously, it would feel a little bit better if it was actually like it was a little more like competitive at the end and all that stuff. But still, win's a win, and definitely pretty happy about it. And yeah, I was after Cameron got taken out, I knew it was I pretty much was in position to win because I just had to catch Payson, who was on old tires, and then I was able to drive away after that. And then those yellows came out, but I knew pretty much even if I do mess up the strategy, I would still be second. So because there's only 2 cars on lead lap, so it really didn't matter a whole ton. And also Payson got damaged somehow, so that also I pretty much knew on that final restart with being able to get around him. And I think it was kind of a lose-lose if I pit or not, because if I pit, I pit because I obviously pit, and then Payson stayed out. But if I didn't pit, then Payson probably would have pit. So I don't know. It was probably just a lose-lose there. But yeah, I think I made the right call, and we were able to close out and get a win.
So, of course, we head to Thursday night. That is, of course, the All-Star Race Open for you guys. You're going to have to try to race your way into the season number 4 All-Star Race, I should say, in 2 nights from tonight. So what are your thoughts on all of that? You also are in contention for the fan vote. Obviously, that doesn't get released until the ends, who wins in that or not. But what is going to be your plan to try to have one of those 3 transfer spots in the All-Star Race open?
Yeah, well, there is one problem. I'm that same day is actually my birthday, so I actually am gonna be busy, so I can't make it. But I'm gonna do the Xfinity race, so I can at least do a race kind of close to my birthday. But if I were racing the All Star race, yeah, I think we would have had a chance. It's I think yeah, I think we probably could have raced our way in the Open because I know we're one of the strongest drivers in that. So yeah, and then we could have tried to go for a win in the All Star race, but yeah, unfortunately can't do it. So, but with the Xfinity race though, I think we can. I think the iCar race here kind of gave me a lot of information on what to do for the Xfinity side of things, and yeah, I think we could probably go get win in Xfinity. That's pretty much our biggest concern right now, because obviously I'm not gonna make the Cup race. So yeah, hopefully we can try to get a win a win in Xfinity and kind of get. I guess I got a little bit of birthday luck today, but maybe I can get some tomorrow also.
All right, Bryce. Well, of course, happy early birthday. Congrats on your first iCar victory tonight at Rockingham, and we'll see you in the Xfinity race tomorrow night.
Yep.
And that'll do it for the iCar Pro Series race from Rockingham. Bryce Benton gets the job done, his first ever iCar victory, and that will wrap it up. We'll, of course, see you tomorrow night for the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Xfinity Series Season number 4 race from the Rockingham Speedway, the first Xfinity Series race there. Of course, as well, a points-paying race. Cup Series, the All-Star race, not a points-paying race. But we'll see you tomorrow night from the Xfinity Series at Rockingham. So good night from Rockingham, North Carolina.